There we go. I think it's working. Let me check on my phone. I think we are. Okay, it's working. Hello, everybody, again. I hope you're all well. We had a week off last week, but I hope you had a rest last week and you're ready for some more CPD. Yes, James, we are here. Thank you for joining us already. We've got 40 people joined us already. And this week I didn't do the countdown, so maybe that works better. Hello, guys. Okay, so this week's CPD is with Marta, who's here with me. You can see her. We met last summer on the Apple Distinguished Educator Institute in the Netherlands, and we had a brilliant time. She turned up with no suitcase, which was a joy. The suitcase got lost and it was a drama, but we honestly had the best 5 days of learning and sharing ideas, and hopefully that will come across tonight. There are lots of ideas, and yeah, we're going to look at iMovie in the classroom, wherever your classroom is, whatever your classroom looks like. Marta will show you some of the tools that iMovie has, and we can share some ideas for using it. As ever, please comment, ask questions, share how you've used it, and I will come back and forth within this presentation, and then at the end we can take any more questions. So Laura's here as well. Laura's an ADE she did the last one as well. So hello, Laura, hope you're well. So I will pass you over and make this share the screen. Okay, so you should be able to share your screen now, Marta.
Okay. Not down. Okay. Ready.
Working.
Hello, guys. I'm glad there's so many of you here tonight. I'd like to show you a great app that you can use in many ways in your classroom. Nowadays, we've been teaching from home, most of you, so you can think of ways how to use it and how useful it could be for you or your students, okay? So let's start from starting a new movie. So I'll tap this plus sign here. And the easiest thing that I'd like to start from today is making a movie, not a trailer, but a movie. Okay, so here you will see the whole gallery of your photos, movies, etc. However, if you don't choose anything here, just tap down here, create a movie, and you're here. Again, you can choose from your photos. Okay, I've taken a photo of you. Or from your videos, okay? So I've already prepared something in clips, a very short video that I would like to use as introductory, let's say, poster. And whenever you tap on it and tap play, you can see it on the left and check if it's the right, if it's the right thing, the thing you wanted to add into your movie. Okay, so it's the one I wanted. Let's tap the plus sign. And it's the first thing that will appear in my movie. Okay, a nice day in the garden. I also asked one of my daughters to perform different activities that she usually does in her garden, just to show you how to work on short videos, with short videos, how to cut them, how to use specific parts of the videos. I'll show you everything. I hope everything. Okay, so let's start maybe from the very beginning. Okay, I've just realized I also have a movie of my student here, and she has made a movie in German.
Ich bin eine Gärtnerin, Then
about
ich
what she
möchte
does in the
Gras
garden. We
mit
could use it
einem
as well.
Rasenmäher
Okay.
in meinen Garten. Ich harke das Gras mit meiner Harke.
Okay. I don't want the
Ich gieße
beginning
die
of the
Blumen
movie.
mit
I don't like the children here. I just want her. Okay, so when I drag, as you can see, and choose only the part with Natalia, the girl, I can just add this part of the movie. Okay, so here she is, but the movie is pretty long. Okay, so I can cut it. Let's go
mit einem
and see where
Rasenmäher
to cut it.
in meinen Garten. Ich harke das Gras mit meiner Harke.
Okay, let's do one more.
Ich gieße die Blumen mit einem grünen Gießkanne. Ich schneide die Blumen mit meiner Gartenschere.
Okay, I'll stop here. And as you can see, the white line, it shows you where exactly in the movie we are. And when I tap the movie itself, it gets the yellow frame around it. And down, you can see all the options like actions. So you can split the movie, detach the audio, duplicate. You can change the speed, volume, add titles and filters. So what I'd like to show you here is splitting the movie, okay? Because I don't want the rest of it. I would like to make it shorter. So I'll tap the one that I want to delete. And in the left corner, right corner down here, you can see the sign delete. So I'll delete the rest of the movie. And now I only have the one that I want to include. But I don't want it in German, okay? I want to get rid of the language here and all the the noise. So I'll tap again and change the volume of the movie, okay? So whenever I turn it down, I can mute it. So no one will hear what she's saying, okay? But it's a bit slow. So if I tap it again and tap speed, I can make it faster, okay? So I can decide how fast it goes, or I can make it slower, okay? Good, I'll make it even faster, okay. I don't want the audience to be bored. So Natalia works very fast in her garden. Okay, good. So this is it. So you already know how to mute the video. You know how to make it faster. What else can we do with a video? Okay, let's have a look at this one. Okay, so let's add it. Okay, and by the way, between the movies, you can change the way the movies, if they overlap each other, if how things happen here. Okay, they can dissolve. There can be a theme. Let's see how it looks. Oh, or if you tap again, you can choose the two of them to slide. Okay, or wipe or fade, whatever. So choose the one that you like the most. Okay, good. So what is Tosha doing here in the garden? Oh, before we add titles, I'll move it a bit and choose the part that I want to freeze. Okay, so I'll tap where the line, white line, where you can see the line, okay, and tap freeze. Now I can choose how long the movie will be freezed. Let's have a look at it. Okay, so if I want to focus on something in my movie, I can freeze it for a moment and I can decide how long it will be freezed, okay? I can make it longer, I can shorten it, So it all depends on you, okay? Good. So let's make it faster again, speed. Okay, but be careful with speeding the movies. If there's any sound that you have recorded, it will change as well. So for example, if there are people speaking in the movies and you make it faster, they will sound like squirrels. It will be funny. So be careful with that. Okay, and let's say that I want to add titles here. Okay, but look what will happen if I add titles. Okay, there are different types of titles you can add. Choose the one you like the most. As you can see, they're visible here. So before you decide, you can see them. Okay, let's take the focus, the penultimate one. Okay, and I'll write, riding. Okay, double tap the title. Okay, the cross. Riding and electric scooter. Okay, so it's already here. And I can decide about the location. Yeah, the location, as you can see down here on the screen, can be in the center or it can be lower. So depending on what's on the movie, for example, you don't want to put the headlines on some people's faces, whatever. Okay, so decide where to put it. And let's see how it looks. Now, what's the problem? Look, riding an electric scooter, this heading will be here all the time, throughout all the part that I've chosen, okay? So if I don't want it to last for the whole part of this movie, I should have done it in a different way. So let me undo. That's a very nice button in the right part of the screen under the media and audio. It's a very nice thing because whatever happens and you want to change it, you can undo. Okay, so I've just, let's see how many times. Oh, I can tap only once. Okay, the problem is that I cannot delete the titles. Oh, I'm changing it. Okay, so that's nice. Sorry, I've just discovered it. Okay, so let's say I want the titles to appear in this frozen part. So I will cut the movie again. Okay, so actions, the scissors sign, and let's split the movie. And I will only choose the frozen part. So again, split. Okay. And here in the frozen part, it looks like a photo, doesn't it? Let's have a look. It looks like a photo. Good. I'll add titles. Okay. So I'll add the titles. Okay, riding electric scooter. That's not a scooter, board. Okay. I'll put it down in the lower part of the screen. And look, I added the text before and it's here. Okay, so be careful. Don't do it before you don't decide where you want the text to appear. Okay. Good. It's hard to get rid of it. What if I just tap it this way? Yeah, okay. Good. Okie dokie. And she's here. Okay. What else to do to add? Let's have a look. I have a lot of, I've also added a picture that I drew. It's still a movie, I think. It's not a movie. Which one's the movie? Oh, here. I drew it with Keynote. Okay. What else can you add? You can add different apps and export things from them. and use them as movies, GIFs, or whatever, photos. Okay, let's focus on Tosia. She likes doing gymnastics. Okay, it will look funny if we add it. And again, make it faster, okay? So speed, and let's make it faster. Okay, good. Now, if I want to add sound, let me show you how to do that. Okay, this one's, there's no sound in here. It was taken with clips. The sound here has been turned down, right? But there's some sound in the movies from my garden. So again, let's turn the volume down, okay, on each of them. There's no sound here. Oh yes, there is, okay. And here again. Okay, so I'll show you how to add your favorite song or any soundtracks when the movie is done, okay? So let me add another thing. This movie was taken in the sandpit and it's too long.
Tylko mokry piasek
She's
zbieraj.
playing with
Z dołu piaskownicy, wiesz? Tak musisz
with the
dziurę
sand,
zrobić.
but before it takes
No i dobrze.
too much time, okay? So I'll show you how to make it faster, how to get rid of some parts of the movie. I'll add the whole sandpit movie here and show you how to make it shorter or more interesting, okay? Whoa, it's pretty long. Okay.
Mokry
So we
piasek
can
zbieraj. Z dołu
put,
piaskownicy,
okay,
wiesz?
I'll
Tak
put the
musisz dziurę
titles
zrobić.
later.
No i dobrze.
Okay, let's go to, okay, let's say I don't want the first part. So again, actions, split, and I will delete the first part, okay? Now she has the sand in the pot and she'll be putting it into another container.
No musiałem z garniszka.
Okay, so let's say, okay, that from here, I'll split and delete the first part again. Good, so I want to start from this part. Good. So first one is
Mocno, mocno. Poklep.
done.
Okay.
Okay,
Yuppie!
good. And now
Yes.
she'll be making another one, which is pretty long again. And there will be a problem. Let me split because I'm not sure if I want it
Jeszcze?
or if
Dobra,
I
będzie
want
więcej
to delete it from here because there was something wrong. I think, yeah, it didn't go the way she wanted, right? So if there's something you want to delete from your movie, again, find the place where you want to start from. Okay, I could start from here because she'll be, okay, working again. Good, so I'll split and cut the part that I don't want again. Delete, okie dokie. So it should be better now. Good, and she'll have two. I wasn't patient enough to wait. Okay, so I took another movie. Okay. Where's the beginning of it here?
Jeszcze masz za mało.
Okay, more. More. Okay, she's ready. Where does it finish? Right here. Okay. So I'll split again and delete the last part. Now, what to do with the movie here? So I've deleted the parts that I didn't want, first of all. Okay. Again, you already know how to make it faster. Okay. So we can make it faster. Let's make the first part faster. Okay, speed. Good. And if you want to get someone's attention and you want someone to focus on something, you can use the effect. Instead of making it faster, the whole movie will be faster. Okay, the whole movie will be faster. So I will split the movie again and put the part that I want to be fast. I'll make it, I'll use speed, make it fast. Okay, This part should be fast as well. And look, now I want everyone to have a look at the final effect. Okay, so I can leave it with the natural pace,
I
or I can make it slower. Okay. Now, voila. Okay, here it is. Applause. Okay, speaking the devil, let's turn the volume down. Here, the volume down. Here, the volume down. And the last one. Okay. So now I'll show you how to add audio. So in the right part of the screen, under the miniatures of the movies. Oh, I focused only on movies, so maybe I'll get back to photos as well. I have a photo of Sam before we started the meeting. Okay, I have some photos here as well. So I can decide where to add it, okay? I can find the right place. Okay, so maybe I'll add it at the end of the movie. Okay, she's relaxing on the carpet. And look, if you add a picture, it's better to take a picture horizontally. If it's taken down, sorry, my kids are here. Tosiu, idź do taty, bardzo cię proszę. Close the door. Oh, sorry for that. Okay, if you don't take it horizontally, it's always worse to edit such a photo with iMovie, okay? So my advice is take the photos and movies horizontally, okay? And if you tap the photo, you can pinch to position the start, okay? So you can decide where you want the photo to start and how far it will go, okay? So let's see. This is what happens with the photo. What else can you do? Okay, it's same thing. Good, and you can change the duration of the photo, okay? So you can decide how long it will be. It says that it's 5 seconds long, and you can shorten it, okay? I think 5 seconds for a photo is too long. Okay, so here it is. Now it's much faster. Good. With photos, you can add filters, okay? So it's a nice thing if it's for a nice memory from somewhere, you can use black and white, okay? There are different filters you can use, okay? With movies, same thing, okay? It's something that has changed. Some time ago, you couldn't use filters with movies, so it's nice. I used to edit movies in the camera roll, added filters, and then opened them here. So it's much easier if you can add filters in iMovie. You don't have to work twice, let's say. Okay, so you can decide if you want to use a filter. Okay, if it's black and white. Okay, and let's see what happens here. Why isn't it black and white? Wait. Silent era. Okay. Should be. Oh, okay. It has changed. Good. Now let's have a look at the audio. I'll go back to the very beginning of the movie. Okay. And try to find a nice audio for my movie. Okay, so if you tap audio, there's plenty of soundtracks you can choose from. iMovie has many of them. So if you don't know how they sound, you just tap on it and you can hear it, okay? Decide if you like it or not. Sometimes it takes ages to decide which sound to use. Okay, I like, where is it? I like this one a lot. And why? Why is nice as well. So look how many there are. I don't want you to listen to all of them right now with me. I'll just choose one, okay? The one we're listening to, okay? By tapping the plus sign. And throughout the whole movie, this sound will be heard. Okay. Okay. But if we add, because as you can see, the sound is same all the time. Okay, the volume of the music is the same. Now, if you tap the green line, which is the sound itself, again, you can work on it and split it if you need to. You can make it louder. You can make it quieter, okay? If you tap volume, now it's 100%. You can make it louder. Let's see how this let's make it quieter. Okay, but if you add a movie here with sound, okay, so if you don't turn it down, I'll go back to the media video. I'll add Tosia doing what? Maybe sliding down the slide, okay? Good, so here she is. And look, there's some, maybe I'll turn the volume of the music down for you to hear that this movie includes sound. Okay. And let's say your students are explaining something here and you want them to be heard. Okay, so you can make it even louder. Okay, and let's see what will happen with the soundtrack. Let's have a look. Look. iMovie is clever. So you don't have to turn the volume of music down. It will be muted or lower anyway, if there's a movie that includes sound. So it's a very nice thing and it's very natural, okay? So you don't have to worry that your students explaining something won't be heard. Oh, it's much quieter. Okay. And now the parts with the sound down, the music is louder. Okay. Oh, so I'll add another thing made with clips. Saying I'll see you next time. Oh, not this one. Okay, so if you add something you don't want in the movie, you can either undo with this magic arrow, or you can just tap the part you don't want to be included and delete it, okay? A nice day in the garden. I'm afraid I didn't change it. Let me have a look with clips. A nice day in the garden and what? I'll see you next time. Okay, so I have to delete the first part that I don't want by dragging the yellow lines. And now I can add the part that I do want to use with my movie. Okay, let's see. I'll see you next time. Okay, here the music finishes perfectly with my movie. However, let's delete this sound from here. I'll delete it. And if you tap audio, you can choose from not only the soundtracks given, but from your music, okay? So you can use playlists, and there's not playlists, albums, I think. Yeah, so here you'll find the songs that you have bought with iTunes, okay? Whenever you buy something there, you can use it in your projects, and it's very nice because you may have a favorite song, or your students may have nice music and they can use it. Okay, let's see. Okay, Havana. Let's use Havana, okay? I'll add it. And let's see how it finishes, how the movie finishes. Okay, and it's weird because it finishes suddenly, unexpectedly, okay, and we don't want it this way. So if I tap the green line, which is the song, I can make it fade, as you can see on the right next to the 100% sign. And I can decide from where from it will start trimming, okay? So let's have a look. Okay, so it sounds much better now. Okay, what else can you add? No, of course, you may want to add yourself or your voice speaking, right? So on the left part of the screen, you can see the little microphone, okay? And it's a very useful tool. If you tap it, it's not recording yet. It will wait for you to get ready, okay? So let's say I'm ready to record. And I want to start from, wait a second, I don't want to start from here. I want to start from this part. So look what will happen. If I want to start from here, it will, look, I'll show you what will happen. Oh. Natalia is mowing the lawn in her garden. She's very hardworking. Okay, so I wanted the recording to start right from here. So if you put the white line in the place you want the recording to start from, it will start in the right place. You don't have to worry about when to start, how to start. You can hear the countdown, and you can now listen to it. So let's review. Natalia is mowing the lawn in her garden. She's very hard. Okay, and you can either accept, retake, or cancel. Okay, so I will accept. Okay, but I think now the music is too loud. Natalia is mowing the lawn in her garden. She's very hardworking. No, it's not. Half of my heart is in Havana. Good. Okay, so again, you can describe each part of the movie either when you record it, so you don't have to volume the video. You can use the microphone here. So even if you use only photos, you can record yourself. Your students can record themselves, describe what's in the movie. They can describe, yeah, how can you use it in your classroom? I use it in many different ways. I teach English, so I love to use it as a speaking activity. Okay, my kids record movies about different topics, and they feel free to speak, especially if they work in pairs or in a group. They make movies about anything, okay? But you can take them outside for a walk. They can take photos of different plants, different trees. They can explain math with iMovie. Think how you could implement it into your classroom. I think it's a great tool, and it's very intuitive. It's very easy to use, and yeah, for you, look, it took us, of course, a long time. Whoops, we've been doing it for over half an hour, but with practice and without all the explanation, it takes a few minutes and you get a nice movie. And if you decide your movie is ready, tap done. Tap done. Okay, you can always edit it. Okay, so if you decide you want to add something, or be careful, because if you delete a photo or a movie from your library, from your iPad, from here, from photos. The whole project will be destroyed because it will be missing the movies. You can delete the photos or movies only when you have done this. Okay, so if you think your movie is ready, save it. Okay, save the video. I always use 4K, but it takes a lot of storage. But the quality of the movie is much better. Okay, it usually takes long. However, once you have exported the movie, you can delete the videos and photos that you used for this project because you have the movie done and ready. Okay, I don't want to waste your time waiting for this. Okay, yeah, and that's most of it. Everything I wanted to show. There are of course many other options, but it would take much longer to show you other options as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, I'll answer them if you're still there listening to me.
I am here. Let me, how do I'm going to stop sharing your screen so we can see you again.
Yeah.
Okay. There have been comments. I just didn't want to interrupt.
Okay.
So we have, let's go, I'm going back. So Laura was watching. Raza said he's been using it in his classroom a lot. He said he, scroll through, uses it most weeks, have lots of open-ended tasks where children can decide how to showcase their learning. And a lot of them choose to use iMovie. So they recently made a film, like to film the recount of Battle of Bosworth, which is nice. And he's been doing like science fairs online, which is nice, and then sending the voting form out with a Google form, which is lovely. And I think it's nice to give children choice of what to do with what they've learnt. But what I find when I'm working with other people is it's difficult to get the balance of like get through the curriculum or teach them a new tool, a new app. Yeah, but what we've done in my school, and I would recommend doing, obviously we're not there yet, but over time this works, is to say, okay, in this year group focus on this, and then in this year group focus on this, and then eventually they pick up all the tools they'll need. What else? I can't even scroll through all the comments, to be honest. James has been saying how he's been using iMovie. ICT Mr. P does some amazing English planning packs, which are all producing film as well, like as a final outcome of the writing. And they are fantastic, and they will use things like iMovie clips. So yeah, I agree with that one. Lots of links shared. Oh, you had a comment. I had to translate this that said, Maria loves your daughter's name. Is in Polish. I was like, okay, I don't know what this says. So I've been translating on my iPad.
Oh, yeah.
That was nice. And just getting comments coming in now. James says, thank you. Claire says that was really useful, thank you. She hasn't used iMovie before, but looking forward to using it to make some levers videos with year 6. Yeah, I'll be doing the same.
Go for it.
Yeah. The kids pick it up quicker than we do, to be honest.
Yeah. And frankly speaking, a lot of teachers use it to make movies, and then, for example, some kind of movies showing how to solve problems, let's say math, explaining how to solve problems. And it helps children if you send them a link to a YouTube movie explaining it, because they can, decide where to stop it, to go back somewhere. And it's very helpful. iMovie is used for all the movies that we make with my teachers in my school.
Yeah, and even like this is the perfect time to do it, I think. I worked with a teacher in my school last year, and he's fully embraced iMovie. I know he won't be watching, but he won't mind me talking about this. So he's been making online videos using iMovie, and they're fantastic. And you just kind of have to throw yourself out there, in there, whatever, at the beginning, and kind of get to grips with what's there. But once you do, it's quite easy to do, I think. And then you become more creative as a teacher.
And you find out how many more options there are, because you can, for example, detach the audio from the movies. You can use green screen option. There are so many, you know, useful tools. You'll find very creative.
Yeah, James just been saying that. So James has said he's used it with kids Against Plastic with year 1 and 2, green screen for the Leavers service with year 6 with their dream jobs in the background. Love that idea. Might take that one. And putting the movies in the entrance hall of the school for visitors to see, which is nice too. Yeah, I love, like, so many ideas. There is like the whole trailer side of iMovie as well, which is gives more structure to the kids, but that's how I first started with iMovie in education.
You prepared some structures for them?
No, when you go into iMovie and you press like create project, and you have a choice of movie or trailer, and that was the first time I ever tried iMovie in the classroom. We made spy film trailers, and that's such a good time doing that. So there's that side of it. There's app smashing, which is sort of what you were saying about exporting things from other apps and then dropping them in.
I love using Keynote for this.
And we learnt this last year, didn't we? The animation stuff, and then saving it as a GIF and then putting that in.
Yeah, exactly.
The possibilities are actually endless. And actually, James mentioned green screen. Until recently, before iMovie put green screen into it, many schools have been paying for doing green screen. But now it's in iMovie, although we did struggle with it last summer. We found a green chair, didn't we, and it didn't work. But now that feature is in there, it's incredible. And in a school, you don't need to have an actual green screen. You just put your green backing paper up on the wall.
Yeah, and it's for free.
Exactly. Yeah, lots of ideas and links shared. Please do keep sharing your ideas, because then anyone who watches this afterwards will see your ideas as well. And that's what it's all about, kind of sharing what works, what doesn't, and inspiring other people, which is what you've just done, Marta. Thank you. Thank you.
I hope so.
You have. I'm seeing the love coming in and the comments. So thank you. And thank you everybody for watching. Next week is a move away from the technology side. I'm not going to say exactly what it is because I need to confirm with him, because we've had this in the diary for 2 months, but should be a good one. Creative English. That would be nice. Thank you again. Yeah, it would be good. Yeah, come along next week. It'll be a good one. But yeah, thank you. And thank you everybody for watching. And I'm going to end the stream now, if I can remember how to do that. There we go. See you next week, guys.